Every year, on the 16th of March, we observe Vaccination Day to create awareness among the people about the importance of vaccination to save us, our children, and elders from dangerous infectious diseases. Vaccination Day not only marks the importance of vaccinating against deadly diseases, but also symbolizes the capacity of humanity to fight against the natural calamity that's been brought about periodically in the form of dangerous diseases. If you look at the history of mankind, for hundreds of years, as we progress in the medical field, every now and then we come across big diseases called as pandemics, huge infections. For example, in 1820 there was a pandemic called the Spanish flu, in which they say around 20 crores people died. But then people finally won over the Spanish flu with the help of vaccination. I remember my father telling me when I was a child about the plague disease, which he saw through his eyes. And he also experienced it in his family, where there were 6 girl children and 4 boys in his family, out of which 2 boys and 2 girls were killed by the plague. The cholera, the diphtheria, and now at present the intimidating coronavirus, the COVID. There are a lot of other diseases also which came in the middle, and the names are funny. We call it the bird flu and then the SARS virus, and there is no end to the fear that is created by these kinds of diseases. But now today has a very specific significance, because after almost 200 years, the entire world is on the grip of a phenomenal, fearsome pandemic called the COVID-19. One could say the world is recovering, but there's also a lot of rumors, particularly with this social media style of living that we have, that there is the 3rd wave coming, the 4th wave coming, and then cure will be very difficult, infection would be very strong, medicines will not work. All these are being talked about. But there is one thing, the most important thing that I wish to convey to all my friends today is that you should personally, without getting carried away by the social media, observe certain facts. People have started applying the vaccine. They have started injecting themselves with the vaccine, and it's going in large numbers. I am sure every one of you would be knowing few people, at least 10, 20, 30 people who have got themselves vaccinated, who applied the injection. Please observe closely, make a count of them, the number of people whom you know. Let it be 5, let it be 10, and so on. Among them, out of the people who have got vaccinated, please observe and find out, inquire, get to know, study as to how many people after vaccination have got the COVID-19 infection again. Because I've done this study in a small way, of course, but there's one truth that is emerging. With all the criticism about the government, the way in which the program is implemented, there is a lot of talk about fraudulent practices by various agencies accusing the truth is not coming out. But let me tell you, you do the observation, you do the calculation, and find out if there is anybody who has had the vaccination and at the same time are infected again. As far as I know, it's not there. People who have got vaccinated, they say statistically proven fact that 76% effectiveness is there, and after the second shot, more than 95% effectiveness against the COVID-19 would be there. So now if something is giving more than 75% protection against a devastating pandemic, why don't we venture without talking all this about this and that, lie and truth, pros and cons? I think we can reduce talking and start acting, because it's going wonderful. Let's vaccinate. Let's take a vow that all of us should, without fail, vaccinate ourselves, and it should not be far away the day when we should take our children also in the earliest with the help of the government to get them vaccinated, because there is a huge loss that is being met by the youth community, undergone by the youngsters. There's no school, there's no proper education, children are locked up in their homes, there is widespread fear, and when I look at children, I am alarmed to see that they are frustrated, because children are not born to shut inside rooms, to be wary of a dangerous disease. That's not the way the children's imagination can be enhanced. It's very important that there is freedom, fun, joy, merriment, opportunity to play, make friends, love the world, look forward to a wonderful living. For that, I am 100% sure vaccination will be the solution. I once again request all of you to make it possible for all our friends and relatives to lead a more peaceful life by getting ourselves vaccinated. Thank you very much.